Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Asia Pacific Conference 2018. And as Sri Lankans, we always value our traditions and customs. So today, in order to start off today's proceedings in a propitious manner, we're ready to light the traditional oil lamp. And now to do the honors, I would like to firstly cordially invite the chief guest for this occasion, the Minister of Youth Affairs and Southern Development, Honorable Sagal Ratnayaka, the Chairman, University Grants Commission, Professor Mohan De Silva, the Vice Chancellor of University of Colombo, Professor Lakshman Disanayaka, Vice Chancellor, University of Moratuwa, Professor Kapila Pereira, the Registrar, Administration and Finance, University of Colombo, Mr. K.A.S. Edward, the Asia Pacific Regional Director for ISEC International, Ms. Paula Bravo, the President, ISEC in Sri Lanka, Mr. Sohan Vijay Gunawardena, Dean, Faculty of Management, Social Sciences and Humanities, General Sir John Kotalawala Defence University, Dr. Namali Sirisoma, Dean, Faculty of Science, University of Colombo, Professor K.R.R. Mahanama, Dean, Faculty of Applied Sciences, University of Sri Jayawardhanapura, Professor Sudanta Liyanage, the Director, University of Colombo School of Computing, Professor K.P. Heva Gamage, the Coordinator, University of Colombo School of Computing, Mr. Nandasara, the Senior Treasurer, ISEC in University of Colombo, Dr. M.R. Vijay Singha, the Senior Treasurer, ISEC in University of Moratuwa, Dr. Pujita Silva, International Office, University of Colombo, Mrs. Kalhari, International Office, University of Colombo, Mrs. Kokila, and the ER partners who have partnered up with us. I'd like to invite representatives from South Asia Gateway Terminals, NCAR Travels, Unilever Sri Lanka, Uber, Delmage Group, and Derana. I'd like to also invite the Asia Pacific Conference Committee President, Mr. Kusal Ratnayaka, to light the traditional oil lamp. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of Sri Lanka.
Ayubowan. Greetings, fellow Isaacers, for joining us and being a part of the opening ceremony of the Asia Pacific Conference 2018. As we are setting the stage for the event we are about to embark on, we now like to warmly welcome all the special invitees, international delegates from across the globe, and all the local delegates and everyone here to make this event a huge success. As we have many of you probably visiting Sri Lanka for the very first time, perhaps you have been here for a couple of days and have got the chance to taste of our rich culture. But we like to share a little bit more of our heritage. The mighty mountains, the pleasant tea, the warm smiles. This all makes a country none other but the wonder of Asia. Isn't it, Gihan?
Yes, Dilki. While the Isekers from the Asia Pacific get a taste of Sri Lankan culture, our own Isekers from Sri Lanka will get a taste of the Pacific, because that is the true beauty of Isaac. Because we get to learn about one another. We get to learn about one another's culture, the traditions, the customs, the values we have. And let me tell you, from today onwards at this conference, you're about to start an unforgettable journey. A journey that will be filled with passion, charisma, and exuberance that will definitely make this journey unforgettable for all of you. While talking about culture, Sri Lanka, as Dilki said, has so much of traditions, customs, and we have our own cultural heritage. So without further ado, we present to you the Sri Lankan culture through this video.
Sri Lanka.
With that, ladies and gentlemen, we like to invite the core committee president, Mr. Kusal Danid Ratnayaka, for the welcome address.
Good morning. It is with great pleasure and pride that I warmly welcome our Honorable Chief Guest for the day, Cabinet Minister of Youth Affairs and Southern Development, Honorable Minister Sagala Ratnayaka. Also, I would like to warmly welcome Professor Mohandu Silva, the Chairman of University Grants Commission of Sri Lanka, Vice Chancellor of University of Colombo, Professor Lakshman Disanayaka, other academic dignitaries, representatives from our partners, ISAC International, President and the Member Committee of ISAC in Sri Lanka, dear delegates, the FACI team, as well as the alumni of ISAC in Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka, a paradise island inside out with its lush green landscapes and scenery and clear blue exotic beaches. Situated as the pearl in the Indian Ocean, it is an island rich with heritage and culture. But most of all, the population, the qualities of each life that lives here, unselfish, happy, and simple. And most of all, unity is what makes this country a great nation to live, and also to host this incredible conference. So we as Sri Lankans, as ISACers of ISAC in Sri Lanka, are really happy and proud to host Asia Pacific Conference 2018 at Sri Lanka. ISAC is the world's largest youth-run organization with an envision of achieving peace and fulfillment of humankind's potential. We impact the world through leadership development, which is facilitated through cross-cultural exchanges. Addressing the event today, the Asia Pacific Conference is the annual convention of ISAC and its leaders from 23 nations in the Asia Pacific region in the objective of commending youth leadership, cultural diversity, and global fellowship. Starting from today's inauguration, the conference continues till the 24th of March, filled with a plethora of activities and proceedings. The first 2 days consists of Global Village and the Youth Speak Forum, which the both events will be hosted at Colombo. From day 3 onwards, we'll continue the proceedings of the conference at the Carolina Beach Hotel. Now let us highlight one of the key instruments of this conference, and that is the inaugural host entity of the Asia Pacific region, ISAC in Sri Lanka. ISAC in Sri Lanka is an entity with more than 1,000 membership, operates in government universities as well as in private universities. We as an entity for the past term delivered and facilitated more than 1,500 exchanges to create a positive impact to the world. ISAC in Sri Lanka, always happy and proud to host every one of you for the Asia Pacific Conference. Finally, I, as the conference committee president and as the representative of the conference committee, wish you all the very best with hope that this experience will bring nothing but long-lasting memories and consummation of your all the expectations. Have a very pleasant experience. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for that address. And now we have a very special individual who is ready to share his thoughts with you. So without further ado, I would like to cordially invite the Vice Chancellor of University of Colombo, Professor Lakshman Disanayaka, to address all of you.
The minister just left. the UGC Chairman, Professor Mohandi Silva, the Vice Chancellor of Moratuwa University, Professor Kapila Pereira, and my dear colleagues from the University of Colombo and also from other universities, all ISEC members, both from here and overseas, my dear students, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and also media friends. I'm very much thankful to the organizers of the ISEC Asia Pacific Conference for inviting me to grace this occasion. And we are very thankful to Honorable Minister Sagala Ratnayaka, who was here with us for some time here in the morning, but he had to leave because of his official commitments. And we are honored by his presence today here at the University of Colombo. Now, I would like to warmly welcome all of you who come from about 23 countries. I was told that there are about 200 delegates, and also the ISEC local members here to the University of Colombo. ISEC, the world's largest youth-run organization, holding its Asia Pacific Conference 2018 in Sri Lanka from today to 24th of March, expecting to celebrate youth leadership, cultural diversity, and global togetherness. I'm very happy that ISEC is having its inauguration at the University of Colombo today, and I reckon it's a prestige to all of us here in Colombo. In fact, this is indeed a great honor to our country and also to the University of Colombo. As I was made aware, this important calendar event brings together around 200 delegates from about 23 countries around the world. I once again warmly welcome all of you who are present here today, particularly our foreign guests visiting Sri Lanka, especially in this great university, University of Colombo. The world population of youth amounts to nearly 2 billion in a world population of 7.6 billion people. 89% of the global youth population live in the developing countries. Since young people will live longer into the future than their elders like me, they are more likely to face the impacts of accelerating climate change and other environmental shifts with accompanying risks to human well-being. The youth has the ability to drive an economy forward, and hence investing in the health, education, and safety of young people would improve future productivity and economic returns. The need to empower youth for a better tomorrow is connected both to the financial elevation as well as increment of the standard of living. Awareness is a key factor for this empowerment, with guidance towards developing a wholesome outlook of life. Youth empowerment in any development is imperative, not only for national development of an entire country, but also for personal development of an individual. Youth empowerment is pursued by promoting youth rights, youth activism, and in community decision making. Empowerment is necessarily a process of inculcating values to equip the learner lead a life that is satisfying to the individual while being in accordance with the cherished values and ideals of the society. I'm a demographer, and I have repeatedly said that we are in the first demographic dividend, and we need to make use of this effectively because this stage will be over by 2037 in Sri Lanka, according to my calculations. Demographic dividend refers to the growth in an economy that is the resultant effect of a change in the age structure of a country's population. The change in age structure is typically brought on by a decline in fertility and mortality. As a result, we are experiencing a youth bulge in our population structure. Three key areas of investment support young people's needs now and lead to a well-prepared and productive labor force in the future. Improvements in health programs can foster the development of a population that is healthy and capable of contributing to economic growth. Improvements in the quality of education and school completion prepare young women and men with the abilities they need to move into formal sector jobs, earn higher wages, and contribute to a demographic dividend. Identify sectors of the economy that can expand and foster job growth is essential to absorbing the incoming numbers of youth entering the workforce. All these investments are necessary to harness the potential of young people for social and economic development, fostering increased prosperity for the country. They pay off in improving the health and well-being of current populations, and they also help position countries to achieve the accelerated economic growth resulting from a demographic dividend. We all talk about sustainable development goals, and we all have important role to play if we want to achieve those SDGs by 2030. It is very much clear that we can't reach the SDGs without investing in youth skills. Within the global goals, skills development figures as part of global goal 4 around quality education. Goal 1, which is ending global poverty. Youth skills development can have a far-reaching ripple effect. In fact, we don't have time to lose. By 2030, the end date for the SDGs, today's 20-year-old will be 32 years old. Our mission should be that by that age, a young person is a productive, civically engaged, respectable citizen who can support a family. We must reach today's young people with the right technical and life skills to unlock opportunity for them and future generations. So we should focus on life skills such as self-confidence, responsibility, and respect, and workplace readiness skills. In this respect, ISAC activities are commendable. ISAC can play a major role to empower youth. ISAC is a global platform for youngsters to explore and develop their leadership potential. I have learned that the organization takes a tremendous effort to organize events of this nature in order to develop personality and character of our undergrads, which I find very much needed to make them perfect citizens of respective nations. As I have been told, in previous years, our undergraduates have actively participated in many international conferences. Today's event is yet another such opportunity. I appreciate and admire the efforts of ISAC members, both in the University of Colombo and elsewhere, who focus on promoting the development of a wide range of skills among the undergraduates and thus increasing their employment opportunities. I wish you every success in today's event and in all future endeavors ISAC expect to undertake. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for that thought-provoking address. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we all witnessed the Sri Lankan culture and traditions through a video earlier on. And now it's time for us to have a first-hand experience of Sri Lankan culture and traditions through the depiction of puja dance.
Again, we are about to move into something cultural. Kandyan dancing is an iconic performing art in Sri Lanka, swept up by the rhythm of the pounding Kandyan drums. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's discover this splendid performance by the Namaskara dancing troupe. An event of this magnitude would not be possible if not for the support of our valued partners and sponsors. So we like to thank them very much for their immense support, and let's take a look of a video of our valued partners and sponsors.
And now to address the ISECers of Asia Pacific, representing one of our valued sponsors, South Asia Gateway Terminal, this cordial invitation goes to the General Manager of Human Resources of South Asia Gateway Terminal, Mr. Chandana Vijayanama.
Good afternoon, and I would congratulate the ISEC student organization for organizing an event of this magnitude in Sri Lanka. And I have been exposed to the activities of ISEC through different engagements I had in Sri Lanka and overseas. And I think it's a great organization that provides the students, university students, a great exposure that make them think beyond the studies per se, but make them fuller individuals and make them ready for the future, not only themselves' future, but also the future of the world. So with that, I think we are very happy as SAGT be a partner of this event. And I think you have a great opportunity to collaborate over the years. And now today here, you have a great opportunity to be in Sri Lanka to collaborate within this short period of time to get what ISEC offers as well as what Sri Lanka offers as a nation. So I wish you all the very best and enjoy and make it a great success. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, now it's time to take another look at a video from one of our valued sponsors, Encar Travels. And now this cordial invitation goes to Mr. Nilmin Nanayakar, the Managing Director of Encar Travels, to share his thoughts with you.
Very good afternoon, distinguished invitees, President of ISAC in Sri Lanka. young and energetic ISACers from South Asia Pacific. Let me first of all extend our sincere thanks to Sri Lanka chapter for holding this event in Sri Lanka, which gives exposure to national tourism as well. We are indeed pleased to be in association with ISAC, as I have personally, as we as a company have personally experienced having ISAC students working with us in many occasions. And we like to be engaged and involved with ISAC for a few reasons. One, having your event in Sri Lanka gives an indirect exposure to tourism. And secondly, we appreciate the youth empowerment and educating the youth to go beyond their studies. Thirdly, we feel NCAR as organization is very much close to the culture of ISACers. Why I say that is, if I may ask any one of you here, the kind of tourism, kind of tour that you would like to do in Sri Lanka. If I ask any one of you, a large majority would say we would be happy to do an experiential holiday in Sri Lanka. So it's perceived in Sri Lanka as NCAR as the benchmark maker in experiential holidays in the destination. So we go hand in glove, and here we are with you to stand by and support the ISAC Asia Pacific Conference. I feel in terms of studies, all you ladies and gentlemen have achieved to great heights. But if you take a cross-section of the young generation in the world, may not be all like ISACers. Yes, it's indeed is very important to be hyped up, reach to the top in technology. It's fantastic. If you are up in technology, you won the battle well over 70%. Why is admiring that and why is appreciating the fact? But today, unfortunately, a large cross-section of the young society wake up with technology, go to sleep with technology, eat with technology, whatever they do with. As a result, your human interaction gets deviated from others. But we firmly believe you, the ISACers, are different to the general other cross-section. You guys are very much happy to build a world over unity through ISAC. Happy to be interacted, happy to get to know each other's experiences, country values, social values, cultural values through ISAC. This is where we come into play with you. And as such, we are certainly behind you. We shall continue to be with you at any and every event, even in future that you plan to carry out. If you take these ISACers, actually I was not ready to make a presentation this morning. As I was driving on my way to office, our CEO, Dr. Damien Fernando, called and said, like, they're expecting you to speak a few words. I thought I must say something that would have some substance and value to all you ladies and gentlemen. Young. This, if I evaluate this young generation, the ISACers, as I said, they are different to the large majority. Even these ISACers can be segmentized to 3 areas. Because, why I say that is, anywhere, in any association, you find these 3 different kinds. One is very passionate, committed, to do their best for ISAC and for your association, for world over supporting the organization. I perceive them or consider them as top national leaders. These top national leaders are very committed, putting their commitment level beyond their personal advantages and gains. We need a lot more like that in the world and in Sri Lanka, because today's the national leaders are not with that kind of commitment. So, ladies and gentlemen, I admire such individuals. Secondly, you find the large segment, about 80% or 90% of the segment, perhaps 70 to 80%, if you segregate, they would want to support the nation, the countries, ISAC, the association, development, support the causes of ISAC, and then look for opportunities through that. Sensible, very corporate thinking in my view, and that's what it is. It should be all about. Support your cause and support yourself. Then, in your own membership, there would be the very minute segment who would become members and want to join the membership to find out what is the opportunity I have in this being a member. I'm very sure there would be a very minute segment. Sadly, I must express for their benefit, they're not going to make their way through. If you're selfish and if you're only looking, and if you're joining anywhere, only looking for your opportunities without sharing, I don't think they can make their way through to the top. So it's up to you, being an organization that empower and train, support people to convert them to better levels, to support your colleagues and invite them to the other area of supporting ISAC and then finding opportunity through that. Ladies and gentlemen, having said that, I would like to assure you our support, our sponsorships even in future, and expect all you ladies and gentlemen, young ladies and gentlemen, to become fine-tuned entrepreneurs with all the top qualities of entrepreneurship. I really don't need to elaborate the entrepreneurship qualities with this intelligent and educated lot. You know what entrepreneurial qualities are. Achieve those, keeping in mind profiting on triple bottom line. I'm very sure large majority or almost all of you will know what the triple bottom line is. Your profitability, profiting on human resource development and conservation, as well as protecting the country, the world, for the future generation and for the future ISACers. Thank you very much.
Now let's take a look of a video of our next valued partner, Unilever Sri Lanka. With that, ladies and gentlemen, I would now like to welcome Ms. Imale Jayatilaka, the Senior Business Partner, Marketing and Sales, Unilever Sri Lanka, to come up on stage to address the gathering.
Good afternoon to all of you. First of all, a very big thank you for the invitation to ISAC Sri Lanka chapter. And I would like to start off by saying a big congratulations to all the ISACers in Sri Lanka for pulling through a great event of this nature. I can see the distinguished delegates from around the world who are representing ISAC coming here to this beautiful country to share knowledge, experiences, and share through your sharing to develop our ISACers. So Unilever is a firm believer of ISAC, the skills that are built through getting involved in student organizations like ISAC. Relationship with ISAC goes to 2011. I can remember we partnered with ISAC and they hosted an event, a career fair for Unilever in this very own campus, University of Colombo. And we've hired so many undergraduates as management trainees and interns since 2011 to date. And I'm happy to say that they have been very, very successful in our company. So I have firsthand witnessed that the capabilities, the skills that are brought in to the companies through ISACers is great to note, and we will continue to partner with ISAC. And in 2018, we are happy to be a national sponsor, a national partner for ISAC. And this year as well, we will continue to partner you all, support you all, to develop the skills in the youth. We believe that the management trainees that are joining Unilever, who will be our future leaders to be ISACers, we of course go into all the local universities as well as the private universities, but we have seen the quality of the ISACers. They are not only good in academics, but also good in their leadership skills. So I encourage all university students who I come across to get involved in ISAC. I'm a firm believer in their skills, the way they have developed themselves. So I again wish all of you a very best for a great conference in Sri Lanka. And I am happy to be a partner and represent our company here. And I wish you all the very best for this great event. Thank you.
Our cultural dancing troupe is ready for their performance. So now I'd like to welcome them on stage for their spectacular performance.
मेरुन् विराजित समन् व्यबुन्ध राजं श्रीदन्त सागर समन् व्यधम्म राजं සත්පූල පබ්බත සමන් වියසංඝ රාජං ශ්‍රී බුද්ධ ධම්ම ගුණ සංඝ සිරසා නමාමි. Tana tamdana, tamdana, tamdana. Tana tamdana, tamdana, tamdana.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together once again for that mesmerizing performance of Sri Lankan culture and tradition. And now we have a very special individual who is ready to share her thoughts with all of you. Without further ado, this cordial invitation goes to the Asia Pacific Regional Director for ISEC International, Ms. Paula Bravo, to address the leaders of Asia Pacific.
Okay, the idea was to do it far away from the mic. So, dear honorable guests, dear ISECers, it's an honor for me to have the opportunity to talk here in the ceremony of the biggest regional conference that we have, APC. Every year, we do not only gather to keep on building the capacity of our members across the globe, but also to celebrate leadership and diversity. I came to for first time to Asia Pacific last year, and I found a lot of passionate people that understand that with delivering leadership experiences person by person, we will be able to achieve our mission, peace and fulfillment of humankind's potential. And then, when I arrived in Sri Lanka, I didn't only fall in love with the sunsets, but I understood even more why the entity has grown so much. It's because each one of the members shows a lot of passion, a strong commitment to what we do, because they take it personally to make something for their country and its youth, because it matters. Almost a year later, now, I keep on finding the energy to lead this region in the people, and the thousands of members that we have back home, creating opportunities for more leadership development through cross-cultural exchange, for more experiences that will impact, that will improve the world. I find that the strength in you. To the delegates here, I wish you 6 days of transformation and learning. I wish that you make every minute count, because you will never be the same person that started an experience in ISEC when that one is over. And I know that a regional conference like this will mark an important point in your ISEC careers. The number of friends around the world that you will have after these 6 days has the potential of being 200. So enjoy every conversation, because it's you, and only on you, to take this to another level. And of course, I want to thank very much to all our partners. Without you, almost nothing of this will be possible. Thank you for believing in youth. Thank you for believing in the leadership. And I promise to you that we are changing the world. We are trying to make it a better place. We are contributing to the Sustainable Development Goals. And along with you, we are taking full responsibility for what is happening in our communities, our cities, our countries, our territories, and the world. With all of this said, welcome everyone to APC 2018. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your inspiring words, and we hope our fellow ISACers will take this to their hearts. Now joining us on stage is Ms. Irindo and Mr. Haley. And we'd like them to join us on stage in entertaining us.
Every night in my dreams, I see you, I feel you. That is how I know you. Go on. Far across the distance and spaces between us, you have come to show you. Go on. Near, far, wherever you are, I believe that the heart does go on. Once more, you open the door, and you're here in my heart, and my heart will go on and on. Love can touch us one time and last for
Now that sure was a scintillating performance. And now we're ready to move on to another traditional item that will take your breath away. It's going to be a fusion of traditional beats and rhythm. So without further ado, I'd like to invite the brothers from the University of Visual and Performing Arts for their instrumental performance.
Can we have a second round of applause for that amazing performance? As we are nearing the end of this glamorous occasion, now I'd like to invite the conference manager and vice president of ISAC in Sri Lanka, Mr. Kushan Vijayasinghe, for the delivery of the vote of thanks.
Good afternoon all. It is my privilege to have been asked to propose a vote of thanks of this prestigious occasion. This roller coaster ride of journey began in July 2017 when ISAC in Sri Lanka is bid to host the largest conference in AP region, the Asia Pacific Conference. An event of this dimension did not happen overnight. A lot of meticulous planning and execution has gone into making this conference success. This was not an easy journey. There was never a smooth surface. Also, this was not a journey that ISAC in Sri Lanka took alone. A significant number of individuals made immense sacrifices and put a lot of hard work in this. So I would like to take this opportunity to extend our most sincere thanks to our chief guest, Mr. Sagala Ratnayaga, Cabinet Minister of Youth Affairs and Southern Development, to being present in this opening ceremony as our chief guest. Then I would like to thank UGC Chairman, Professor Mohan De Silva, Vice Chancellor of University of Colombo, Professor Lakshman Disanayaka, Vice Chancellor of University of Moratuwa, Professor Kapila Pereira, Dean Faculty of Management, Social Science and Humanities, Sir Kothalawala Defence University, Dr. Nimali Sirisoma, Dean Faculty of Science, University of Colombo, Professor K.R.R. Mahanama, Director of University of Colombo School of Computing, Professor K.P. Hewagamage, Staff Advisor of ISAC in University of Colombo, Professor M.R. Vijayasinghe, Staff Advisor of University of Moratuwa, Dr. Pujitha Silva, Staff Advisor of University of Kelaniya, Dr. Siddharth Liyanage, and all the dignitaries. Apart from that, I would like to thank all the partners of Asia Pacific Conference 2018, Carolina Beach Resort, Unilever Sri Lanka, Singer, Enka Travels, South Asian Gateway Terminal, SLIT, Asian Development Bank, Nestle, Nestle, and our media partners, TV Dharan and The Island Newspaper. Without your cooperation and support, this event will not be success and reality. Then I would like to thank ISAC International, ISAC Asia Pacific Regional Office, and other countries of Asia Pacific region for giving us this incredible opportunity to host Asia Pacific Conference 2018 in Sri Lanka. I also wish to express my gratitude to all the membership of local committees and expansion in ISAC in Sri Lanka and member committee of ISAC in Sri Lanka to being a constant pillar of strength over the past few months. Last but not least, I would like to express my utmost gratitude to all the organizing committee of all events and entire conference committee team for all the hard work that they have put in and sacrifices they have made for the involvement they have shown and willingness they have expressed to take on the completion of tasks beyond their comfort zone. Once again, I would like to thank all the individuals present here, and I hope you have a wonderful evening. It's been a great pleasure, and thank you.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to an end of another successful opening ceremony of the Asia Pacific Conference. And as you know, this is the first of many events. We hope that you will enjoy the conference and what is to follow.
Yes, Dilke, although it is the conclusion of the opening ceremony, the journey is about to start. We'll be moving on to so many more exciting events as we move forward with the conference. And let me tell you, this adventure that you're about to begin would be filled with excitement, exuberation, exuberance, and exhilaration. And we must actually thank the audience for being very interactive and very energetic throughout the opening ceremony. It was lovely to have such an energetic audience with us today. So I think we should applaud the audience for being very energetic today. So let us all put your hands together for all the ISECers of Asia Pacific for being very energetic at the opening ceremony. And now on that note, I think we should conclude the opening ceremony with a high level of energy as well. And I think all the ISECers from Asia Pacific are ready for that. ISECers of Asia Pacific, are you ready for an amazing journey? Yeah. Are you ready to make memories that will never go away? Yeah. Are you ready for Asia Pacific Conference 2018? Yeah. Now that's what I'm talking about. So on that very energetic note, we conclude today's proceedings of the opening ceremony. And after the conclusion of the opening ceremony, you'll be moving on to the Global Village, and the coordinators of ISEC Sri Lanka will guide you through to that. So once again, thank you very much for being such a lovely audience, such an energetic audience, and thank you very much. Thank you, ISECers of Asia Pacific. And concluding proceedings from our end, this is Gihan Samaravikrama and Dilki Ferdinando. So thank you, and Ayubowan.